Hello and welcome. Have you noticed how your smartphone seems smarter than most people are at your local supermarket? Have you noticed TikTok does have your kids hooked like catnip? And as for common sense, well, it's taking a long holiday. I swear, one more AI that cannot tell a joke from a disaster, and I might just switch to carrier pigeons. Remember when we used to reason things out rather than ask a robot or swipe through nonsense videos? Welcome to the future where AI writes your emails, TikTok rewires your brain, and common sense packs its bags. Right then, gather around, friends, pull up a chair, grab a cuppa, and let us have a proper natter about the chaos we call modern life. Specifically about AI, TikTok, and what seems to be the death of common sense. Not that anyone told common sense it was on its way out. Now, I am from that sturdy breed known as baby boomers. We grew up in a world where telephones had cords, the internet was a miracle, and if your toaster went on strike, you would just blame the bread, not the machine, plotting existential angst about its purpose. Yes, AI, it is everywhere now. Some say it's brilliant, others say it's downright bonkers. I'm here to say it is a right puzzle and a bit of a menace. Take those so-called smart assistants. I called out to one of the others the other day and asked them for weather updates. It replied, "It's sunny, but watch out for social disintegration." Honestly, I felt like I had been quoted a dystopian novel. AI is full of data but starved of common sense. You see, AI can crunch numbers faster than you can say Bob's your uncle, but ask it to understand a dad joke and sometimes it's like watching a toaster try to write Shakespeare. Then there is TikTok. TikTok, the siren song of the younger set. If you have not been sucked in to the abyss of a 15-second dance crazes and cat videos with caption files, count yourself lucky. The thing about TikTok is, it knows you better than your best mate. It spends decades of collective human knowledge and boils it down to a stream of content that leaves your brain fizzled and your attention span somewhere between a goldfish and a nervous squirrel. I watched my granddaughter the other day, scrolling and scrolling, eyes glazed like a donut display. I swear she was hypnotised. "Why don't you put that thing down and chat?" I asked. She looked me dead serious and said, "But Grandad, it's educational." Kind of. That, my friends, is the bait and switch of the century. Education by meme and dance challenge. If that is education, I am a Victorian schoolmaster. This leads us to the real kicker, common sense. Or more precisely, the alarming shortage of it. We used to have a thing called common sense. It was the polite voice in your head saying, "Don't stick your finger in the fire," or maybe "Do not trust that bloke selling miracle cures out of the back of a van." Now, with AI and the endless digital noise, common sense is to be faded faster than my favourite t-shirt after a tumble in the washing machine. Here is something to chew on. AI, for all its cleverness, does not really understand context the way humans do. It processes patterns, data points and correlations, but it cannot yet grasp the nuances of human behaviour, the sarcasm, the irony, the waving of a finger in mock disbelief. What is worse, many of us rely on it as if it is the oracle from Delphi. Want a recipe? AI has it. Want life advice? AI might give something, but take it with a gallon of salt. Picture this, an AI-powered fridge overseeing your groceries, decides you have too many butter packs and politely refuses to open. You have had enough cholesterol this week. Brilliant, right? Now, imagine explaining to your grandmother why the fridge thinks it is your personal health coach. Comedy gold or a polite version of domestic sabotage. Back to TikTok for a moment. Besides the addictive cat videos and dance fads, It is a digital playground where misinformation spreads faster than gossip in the local pub. Moreover, the worst part, it is addictive as all get out. The app's brainy algorithms keep users glued to their screens, not because they are learning, but because their dopamine hits are perfectly timed. It is a modern snake oil salesman dressed as a video act. So let me tell you about my mate Dave. Lovely chap, but he recently posted a TikTok video thinking it was the next viral sensation. Long story short, it features his attempt at bread making, which ended up looking like a kitchen explosion. Instead of sympathy, Dave got a torrent of comments suggesting yeast that sing lullabies or AI robots baking better bread. The poor lad was gobsmacked. He asked me, why is everyone so obsessed with AI this and AI that? I told him, because it is the shiny new toy no one really understands, but everybody wants to play with. Humour aside, there is a lesson here. AI and TikTok are tools, and like all tools, they depend on the user to decide whether it is a Swiss Army knife or a spanner in the works. Nevertheless, what worries me most is that common sense is being shoved aside, lost in the race to keep up with technology. When did we stop trusting our gut and start trusting an algorithm with more bugs than a summer picnic? Now, do not get me wrong, AI has some incredible uses such as medicine, climate, science, and even helping those of us who cannot spell superfragilisticexpialidocious correctly to write better. However, it is no substitute for good old-fashioned thinking. What is more, TikTok, well, it is brilliant when it is educating or bringing joy, but like any pub, it is best enjoyed in moderation. Therefore, here is a plea from this grumpy old soul. Let us not chuck common sense out with the dial-up modem. Let us teach our youngsters to question what they are being told by AI or TikTok videos. Let us remind ourselves not to take every trending video seriously and to think, really think, before sharing or believing. Furthermore, may we all learn to strike a balance between embracing new tech and holding fast to the wisdom which has been passed down through our generations. To finish, I leave you with this, a little something to chuckle about and remember. If AI ever starts writing all my scripts, I hope it keeps the sarcasm, the wit, and above all, the dose of common sense. Otherwise, we are all doomed. Or at least forced into the world where even the toasters have attitudes and the fridge judges your snacks. However, I do confess, if you ask AI the right questions, they will and can give you sarcastic answers. Thanks for sticking around, and now it is your turn. Share your funniest or strangest AI or TikTok experience below. Let us prove that while common sense might be in trouble, so is boredom. Because guess what? Humans still know how to laugh at themselves sometimes. If you enjoyed this grumpy yet heartfelt rant, hit like, subscribe and ring that bell. Drop your stories about AI or TikTok disasters, or just share your thoughts on how we might save a bit of sanity in this whirlwind. Let us keep the conversation real, witty, and above all sensible. Bye bye.